Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I am going to install Open Lightspeed on UpCloud server. So basically Open Lightspeed is the open source version of Lightspeed Enterprise server. So for this tutorial I will start with deploying a new server on UpCloud. So as you can see, there's a new data center available now. This is NYC1. I will choose this one depending on my requirements. As for this, I'll choose this $5 server, and then the image I want is Ubuntu 18.04, and I will choose here a good name that I can identify my server with. So I have named it Open Lightspeed, and I'll click deploy. So as you can see here, my server is ready. It is started, and here's the password for the same. So I'll go ahead and connect it with my terminal. So to be able to connect to my server, I'll just need the IP address of my server, which is this. I'll just copy it, and then type SSH root at my server IP and press enter. Now it will ask my password, so here is the password. I will copy this and paste here and press enter. Okay, as you can see, now I'm connected to my server. To make sure who am I and where I am in the server, I'll just use a few commands. Who am I? So it will tell me that I am root. Where am I want to know my present working directory, pwd. So it will tell me I'm in root. Okay, so let's go ahead and install Open Lightspeed server now. You can see guys, I have installed this detailed tutorial about how to install Open Lightspeed. So I will go ahead and start copying and pasting the commands one by one to install and follow the instructions as it is I have written. So let's go ahead and type or copy paste the first command. So basically this command will make sure the software I'm going to install has not been tampered by anyone. So it says okay. Let's go ahead and add the repository to the system. So it will automatically add and update the repository. You don't need to type sudo apt-get update now, because you can see it has fetched all the packages. Now I need to install Open Lightspeed with its PHP processor called LSPHP74. You can type 73 also, but for this particular tutorial I'm going to use LSPHP74 because it is the latest version till now. So once I hit the command, it will ask me, do you really want to continue? I'll just say why yes. So it takes a little bit time in installing the Open Lightspeed server. Okay, so Open Lightspeed has been installed with LSPHP74 now. Now I need to tell my server which version of PHP it has to use. So I'll just copy this command and paste. It says create a soft link in the directory user local lsws fcgi bin lsphp 5 to this particular location. So the link has been created. So now I will show you how it looks now. So just let me show you here. Just copy this and cd into that directory. I will only see cd in fcgi bin, and now when I type ls.l, it says this is the link, and this link is to the lsphp 5. So this lsphp is this lsphp. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose any admin password. So basically it is admin, but we need to change it to make it secure. So we'll just copy and paste this command, sudo user local lswsl. Then this asks me a username. By default it is admin. If I will hit enter, it will use admin, but I can specify any username here. So I will type open light speed here and press enter. Now I need to choose a password. I can choose any password. For this tutorial I'm using a very easy password, but you need to use a very strong password because this is the administration web interface of your whole server. So make sure it is a tough password. It asks me to retype the password. Okay, so as you can see, while its administrator's username password is updated successfully, now I can check the status with this command. Great. So you can see Lightspeed is running with PID. So what next? So here are the few firewall rules. Only if you have UFW enabled on your server. So since this is a new server and we don't have UFW enabled, we don't need these commands. So let's go ahead with this one. So I'll go ahead and copy my server IP and paste it in my browser and suffix 8080, sorry 8088. This shows up the front end of the server. Now you can see which version of PHP I am using here. Lightspeed v 7.7, and then PHP version is 7.3. Cool. On the port 7080 you will be able to access the admin panel with the username and password we recently chose. So now as you can see this I have entered in my Lightspeed admin panel. So let's quickly do the tweaks that we need that are essential for us. So I'll just quickly go ahead and change the default port from 8088 to 80, which is a default HTTP port. You can choose your domain here also. Since I want my website to open on the IP, I will choose asterisk. But if you want your web server to listen to only a specific domain, you can type the domain here and hit save. Next thing we need to do is go to server configuration, and in the address I'll use lsphp74.sock, and also in the command I will use this server root php74 bin lsphp. So since we are already set up with Open Lightspeed, so we will go ahead with installing WordPress, and let's get our system ready with updating the repository and also installing unzip commands so that we can unzip the files we will download later. For now, I will install a database software which is called MariaDB server. So sudo apt-get install mariadb-server. So this command will actually install the MariaDB server and MariaDB client both. So I'll just hit enter and it will then ask me to confirm, do you want to continue? I'll press yes and then enter. So it will take a few minutes to install, and once it's done and screen stops working. So guys, we now need to install PHP uh, extensions that are required for WordPress now. Before that, let's just install MariaDB finally by sudo mysql secure installation. This will ask me my root password. I will type it and press enter. It will ask me to change the root password. I will say no, and then few more questions, and I will type yes for everything, and then it's done. So now is the time to get into the SQL. So sudo mysql, and then you can see I can now create a database. I will create a database called WordPress secure with create database WordPress secure command, and then grant all on WordPress secure database to my new user identified by my secure password. So I will publish another article with all these commands and add a link to this video's description. For now, I have chosen a username and password for the database, and I'll press say, type exit, and so once I'm exit, I can now install extensions that now we need to install required PHP extensions. So I'll start with sudo apt-get install lsphp74. So remember, if you installed lsphp74, you need to replace it. And let's go on with lsphp74-common, then curl, and then iMagick. iMagick is very important to better rescale and resize images in WordPress. And then the next thing is IMAP, Redis, Memcached. Also, I'll be installing on this server PHP74-JSON, and also this called MySQL. So these extensions are very important. And how can I miss OpCatch? It is very important part to boost the performance of your WordPress site. So just type yes and enter. So again, this will take a few minutes to install, and once it's done, you'll be ready to install WordPress on this server. So guys, as you can see, I've installed PHP extensions successfully on this server. Now I need to get into the root document directory of this server. For now, I will go into USR user local LSWS, which is Lightspeed web server. Example is my virtual host name, and HTML is the document root directory. So here I will just wget WordPress latest zip. So as you can see, the file is downloaded here now. And what next? I will just go ahead and unzip this. We already installed unzip command, so we didn't need to install that. And now I will remove this latest .zip, as we have already extracted it. Okay, so now by default the permissions are on root, but we need to change it and make it nobody user and no group as the group. So just need to type sudo chown change ownership -r nobody semicolon no group, and then the path of this directory. Great. So as you can see now, this shows that nobody user owns this and the directory is owned by no group. Go ahead and virtual host, edit this, and then in the general section you can see document root. Let's first of all make sure our server listens for index.php instead of .html, and now we need to change the document root to /html/wordpress. Next thing, I will just go ahead and give you an overview of all these options present here. So we need to enable the read write module, which is a very essential thing for WordPress to be able to properly run. If you don't do this, you will encounter with so many uh, problems like 404 and all. So from here you can delete this protected block from context. In the security section you can see this regime list sample protected area. I will delete this right away. So now just let's restart this server, and voila, we would be seeing a default WordPress screen on our IP. So as you can see now I can install WordPress on this. I'll choose the language, click continue, and then it asks me to keep things ready. So database name what I created in the SQL shell, the same username and the password has to be typed here. So yeah, database host would be local and prefix would be the same, and voila, I will just click run the installation, choose the title for the site, username, password, email, and once I click go, it will be ready. Okay, once I click install WordPress, you can see I have successfully installed WordPress. Now I will just go ahead and log into this website with the username and password I just created. And here we have installed WordPress on this OpenLightspeed web server. I will show you the site health screen here also. Um, as you can see here, uh, all the directories are writable, so this will work very smoothly. And talking about the PHP version as well, 7.4.8. Also PHP is Lightspeed API. Next thing we need to do is to install the Lightspeed Cache plugin for better and awesome caching experience. So the acceleration that Lightspeed Cache provides is very top notch and unbeatable as far as I've seen and tested on so many websites. So I'll just show you the object caching screen here, so that we need to just fix this the connection failed error. So I'll just go ahead and install memcached here. So once it's done, the connection test would be passed. Okay, I'll reload this and show you connection test is passed. Great. So now you can take the full advantage of using Lightspeed Cache with your preferred method of object caching, whether you want to use memcached or Redis for your website. Uh, cool. So I think
we are all set for performance ready web hosting with Lightspeed server. So I will just show you how quick themes are being updated and plugins are being updated. So speed is very fast. So guys, as you can see in this screenshot that I have imported a test website which supports Elementor on the very reliable theme framework called WP Astra. So as you can see, the performance grade is 99% on GT Matrix, which is a very good sign for a WordPress site to perform well. As you can see, the page size is 1.18 MB and it's loading in less than 1.1 second. While I have not done too much in the performance optimization, as we can also see a lot of improvisations that we can do in the image compression and blah blah blah. So you can explore more caching option, more optimization. So that's up to you. You can optimize it further and get much better scores. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you like it. If you like it, please subscribe my channel and also comment your performance score. If you have any questions, please feel free to type in the comment box and I'll be replying to your messages.